Okay, so let's talk a minute about Antifa and what they stand for, because talking about ironic, this one just takes the case, or the cake. I don't. I'm. I'm Everything going on in the world right now doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like we can't. We wake up in the morning and it's almost like we've woken up to a alternate universe, and everybody around us has just turned like, I don't even say stupid. Like they're past stupid. They're so ignorant that it baffles me that they actually can still breathe. So let's dig into this, because this is actually some comedic relief with all of the other craziness. So I'm on a website right now, and it's talking about anti-fascism. This is the Antifa movement, and it says the anti-fascist protest movement known as Antifa gained new prominence in the United States after the white supremacist Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia in August 2017. Well, that's kind of some BS right there, because Antifa's been here during Obama, so I don't know how this. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, in Charlottesville, and at many subsequent events held by white supremacists. So here's the funny thing: white supremacists, the media, Antifa, BLM, all these ignorant people are basically saying that if you carry an American flag or you wear a Trump hat, that you're a white supremacist, which is fascinating since there's so many blacks that are actually carrying American flags and wearing MAGA hats. So I don't really know the rationality behind this, but they're basically, when you don't have an argument and you don't have facts, you try to insult the other side or put them down so that they're less likely to stand up and say something, because they're afraid, or you hope that they're afraid that you're going to call them a white supremacist. So me carrying an American flag makes me a white supremacist to these people, which is fine, because they're them calling me a name is actually quite entertaining, because I'm surprised they speak English. So here's the thing though. So anti for those of you, and I really am talking to the Antifa members, because y'all don't know the definition of your own organization. So Antifa is anti-fascism. So let's take a look real quick at what fascism is. So fascism is a political philosophy, movement, or regime that exalts nation and often race above the individual, and that stands for a centralized government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of opposition. So, Antifa members, I'm a little confused. You're anti fascism. Fascism is the suppression of opposition, and yet your primary goal in life is to suppress opposition. Like I've never seen an Antifa member standing on the street and having a conversation. I've never actually witnessed an Antifa member actually say an intelligent thing ever. And I'm not even being, that's not opinion. Like I've never heard them actually form a sentence. They're usually standing in front of a camera, not letting someone talk. Or even more entertaining, a black man tries to talk and they stand in front of him and tell him not to talk, like he's their slave and he's supposed to shut up when they tell him to shut up. And the black people actually do it. That's what's even more entertaining. So I think what we really need to do to solve all of these problems that we have is we need to get the BLM movement to realize that the Antifa kids that are running around the street beside them are actually their enemy. They're not actually their friends, because the Antifa guys, they are fascist. I mean, they are the fascism in the definition of fascism. Every single, it's a movement. They are based on race. They take the individual over the centralized government, or the race above the individual, and then we've got the forcible suppression of opposition. I mean, what in the definition is even part of anti for these people? Like, they're so stupid they can't even read. We need to just hand out brochures to them about what the definition of fascism is and highlight all the things that they are doing compared to what they say they're against. Because this whole fascist Antifa movement is, it's more ignorant than the BLM movement. I mean, the BLM movement, we got a bunch of blacks running around saying that they're discriminated against and that the police are hunting them, despite the no facts that back any of this up. They're just saying it, and therefore we're supposed to believe it. And the Antifa people are going a step above them. It's like they're actually trying to outdo each other on ignorance. And Antifa at the moment is actually much better. I mean, I don't know that you could actually get too much better. I don't know. There's not even a word to describe the ignorance behind Antifa. That organization has got to be. They definitely need to go to an insane asylum and try to get them unbrainwashed, because they're just, wow. What more can you say? Antifa, rock on.